So there's this story, I believe it's on Newsbreak, and the title is, "I'm Black, Trans, and HIV Positive."
The trifecta.
I'm just going to call it the trifecta. It says, she says, I got Gracie, was it Gracie Cartier, whatever it is. She says,
I had been sexually active for some years. I knew I should be getting regularly tested for sexually transmitted diseases, but I was afraid. The fear was only made worse as friends and loved ones around me passed after contracting human immunodeficiency virus. For the first time ever, despite the fear, in April of 2001, I decided to visit a clinic on Broad Street in Philadelphia. Not long after, I received a phone call informing me that I needed to come in. Suddenly, my life, the beautiful situation I had manifested and worked for, was brought to a halt. I remember the feeling of time standing still as my doctor sat me down and told me the news. I was 24 years old and HIV positive. I went home and slept for 2 days.
either way, I find it disturbing. And I know that this person became more famous because of the fact that she caught a disease that can kill you. That's where this world is going to. That's where the United States is going to. That's where the world is going to. That's where Black Lives Matter wants it to be. That's where everybody wants it to be. On the left, at least. If you're dying and it's your fault you're dying, if you're dying and it is your fault, you should be given money, given fame, given publicity, given spots, shots, everything. And that's my biggest problem with the country. If you screw up, you will be given more opportunities. If you're in a group that screws up, you will be more often. Not everybody. It's not. I'm not going to speak anecdotally. You'll be given more opportunities. Like the title of this article.
Black, trans, and HIV positive.
It's glorifying these situations, which the first two aren't really situations. I mean, you can be those things. That's fine. But the last, you should never glorify something like that. Something like that should never be pushed as something that's brave to have. Why is it brave to have HIV? Why is it brave? Why is that brave? And also she said my friends were dying left and right. That's something I don't believe either. People in the United States don't really die from HIV as much anymore. There are people that live full lives with HIV. Most people do. The viral load, if you can take medicine and make the viral load basically zero. She talks about, keeping secrets and how hard it was. Well, I've had to keep secrets too. There's a lot of people that don't tell people a lot of things. That's not the hardest secret you can have. I mean, it's your fault. You were unless you were born with it, it's your fault. It's no one else's fault, and you shouldn't be glorifying it. And other people shouldn't be accepting that as something to further your career. Shouldn't be given spots for that. Gracie Cartier, what is it? She said she told her parents, and she made a mission to live her life to the fullest. She's committed to taking care of herself physically and emotionally. That's fine. It's good. She's receiving a Daytime Emmy nomination for outstanding hairstyling. So she's a hairstylist. She's 37 years old and she's
committed to being her authentic self.
She transitioned 4 years ago. She said, in her own words, this is what's funny. So this is what these people do. She said, so in 2016, after I transitioned,
I became a triple threat.
But not in a way that we know and typically celebrate.
I was now an HIV person who was black and a trans woman.
That's triple the stigma and triple the struggle. She knew she had to liberate others as well as herself. Again, one, being black isn't something you have to liberate. You're you. I mean, I look at you like you. I look at you like you're me, like you're any other human. Being trans, I mean, it's similar. I mean, similar, same sort of the same thing. But when you get into HIV, you don't want to liberate that. You want to propose that people try to take every step they can to get rid of something like that, and society doesn't support that, period. That shouldn't be something you're trying to liberate. That shouldn't be something you're trying to increase or make people feel good about. Here's the thing. If you catch it, absolutely fine. You should have in your heart something saying, I need to get other people not to get this, is what I'm trying to say. But people don't look at it like that. It's not like that for most people. Other people are trying to make people feel good about having it. No, you shouldn't feel good about having HIV. Unless you're born with it. You shouldn't feel good about having it. You should feel very bad. And it's okay if you try to make yourself feel better. But trying to make other people think that it's okay and that getting it will somehow, some way give you opportunities in any way is a very, very, very dangerous thing to do. Very dangerous. It's a slippery slope. It's a very slippery slope. And in 20 years, you could have people thinking, oh man, getting HIV is great. The government will pay for my medicine to a degree. I'll get jobs I never could get before. And that's really dangerous. And smart, kind people think about those things. What kind of future am I putting out there? What kind of future am I helping build? And by making HIV a liberating factor, Gracie and anybody else that tries to do these things are harming society in a great way. Children, middle-aged teens. You can live your truth, as Gracie puts it here, but just because you caught HIV 10 years ago doesn't mean you should want other people to think catching HIV is okay, period. All right, well, that's pretty much it for Gracie Cartier here.